family, welcome back to the channel once again. So in today's tutorial, I am just going to be showing you guys how to make a backpack, but I'm not going to be showing you how to make the complete tutorial on the backpack, because the front side of the backpack I have already done it and it's available on the channel, and the bottom side of the backpack as well is already on the channel. So I'm going to put the link in the description box so that you'll be able to watch it and see how to go about it. So today I'm going to be focusing on the back of the backpack. So it's a maxi backpack, like a traveling bag. It has triple zipper. So I'm just going to be focusing on the back of the backpack, because the handle is not like the regular one that we know that you just put at the top of the back of your bag. It's kind of different and a little bit complicated. So today I'm going to be focusing on how to make the back of the backpack. So if this is something you like to see, please stay tuned to the channel and let's go straight into the tutorial. So guys, since I'm not using the actual fabric, I am just going to be showing you how to go about the bag without purposely telling you some of the measurements. The reason is because I am doing a small size, and if you want to make that bag, you have to make it a big size, like 15 inches by 17 inches. But here I am just using a fabric of 12.5 inches by 14 inches. So this one that you are seeing here is the front, is the main body of the back, while the other Ankara that you are seeing is the back pocket. So I'm using two different fabrics so that you'll be able to understand and you'll be able to know how to go about the cutting of your own bag if you want to cut it. So of course, the main panel is going to have a curve because we are not making a square bag. So this other one that you are seeing is the lining. So one is going to be for the outer part and one is going to be for the inner part. So the fabric that you're using for the outer part, you're going to cut out one, and the fabric that you're using for lining, you're going to cut out another one. That is those two that you are seeing. So I am just using this fabrics as just an illustration, and I am going to try and explain it as simple as possible, because you know this channel is all about beginner friendly tutorials and explaining them as detailed and as simple as possible, so that even a beginner who has never sewn a bag before will be able to do something with just watching the tutorial. So after I made the curve, I'm just going to go ahead and put the foam, because the bag is a padded bag. So when I put the foam, I'll just go ahead and sew it around this way. So this is because I don't want the foam or the fabric to shift when I want to continue sewing. So you sew it like that. So this other fabric is just a fabric that is 4 inches. The difference between this one that you're seeing and the first one is 4 inches. The width is the same, but the difference is 4 inches. So if you're cutting your own, make sure that the pockets that you're cutting is 4 inches different from the overall fabric for the back panel. So this is just me. I put the fabric right side facing each other and I went ahead and put the foam at the back. Then I'll just stitch the top. Yes, you just stitch the top, just one stitches. Then you turn it this way. So this way the foam is inside and the top is not having any rough edges. So whether you're using a leather or a Ankara fabric or a satin or anything you are using, make sure you do it this way. So this is just me looking so that I will not make any mistakes. So now the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is to just sew to achieve this lines that is at the body of the back. But if you want to sew your own, make sure you put a piping belt and just sew it like that so that it will come out the way it should be. But me, since it's just a freehand, I decided not to do that. I'll just go ahead and just sew it and sew the sides together. So this one is the holder. So you cut out your belt, then you just put it this way, then you go ahead and unstitch. So what you do for one is what you're going to go ahead and do for the second one. So you go ahead and stitch. So after stitching, this is what it looks like. So when you put your piping belt, it is the belt that will be showing like at the back of the actual bag that we are recreating. So this is the main back compartment. So what you're going to go ahead and do now is to get the middle so that you'll be able to put the hanger. It's called a hanger that you are using to hang the bag. So I'm just arranging it nicely to make my notch. Then I'll put the hanger. So I cut out a fabric that is just 5 inches. Sorry, a belt that is 5 inches long. Then I'll just put the hanger like this. Then the other adjuster that I put on the other adjuster that I put, I'm just going to put it at the side like this, giving like 2 or 3 inches or 2.5 inches, depending on where how wide your own bag or if you do your own bag is. So I'll just go ahead and make a stitch. So when I was done stitching, this is what it looks like. Now the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do now is to start working on the handle. So I'm using this fabric as just a handle. Please make sure you make the handle of the fabric of the bag the way it's supposed to be. You know now, you go pattern. So this is just me putting this one on top of this other one, so that I am just going to make a marking so that I will know where I am going to be putting my handle, because the handle is inside, it's not showing. So this is how it's going to be. So this belt I'm putting, I later increased it. So please, if you want to put your own belt, make sure you are putting the belt at 1 yard or half yards, because you need it to be plenty. So this is how you're going to put it. You put the belt in the middle, then you put the handle this way, right side facing right side, upside down like this, right side facing right side, upside down like this. Then you go and stitch. You just make a straight stitch like this. So when you're done stitching, this is what it looks like. So in that way, it's not going to be showing any rough edges. In that way, it's not going to show any rough edges. Now, the next thing you're going to go ahead and do now is to just come down by maybe 2 inches or 2.5 inches. Then you just make a straight stitch. You make a straight stitch like this. You make a straight stitch like this, yes, to hold the handle. This way, if the person carries the bag will not leave the person's back, but it will be holding the person's bag. So this is just me making sure that everything I am doing is tallying. It's tallying. So after you're done with that, this is what it should look like. So the next thing you're going to go ahead and do is to put it inside the holder, is to put it inside the adjuster and just drag it. Because when you're dragging it, make sure the top is not bent and make sure the handle is not bent either. So I hope you can see what I am talking about. So you see that the handle already has already come in place and the bag is already looking lovely. So thank you guys for tuning into the channel once again. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. I love you and God bless you. And if you're just tuning into the channel for the very first time, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button and also the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post in new tutorials, because on this channel we have many more amazing tutorials to show you guys. And this channel is mostly about beginner friendly tutorials that even a beginner who has never sewn a bag in his life will watch and understand and make his first bag on the first trial and will come out beautiful. So after I was done, this is just me checking to make sure that what I did is tallying with what the with what the back of the bag is, because I am recreating this and it's a requested video, so I had to just follow everything the way it is. So the next thing that I'm going to go ahead and do now is to start working on the magnetic. It's a magnetic gum. How is it called? So this fabric, I cut it out. It is half inches wider than than the magnetic gum on both sides. So this is how you're going to do it. You fold it like this. You fold it, then you put it on top, then you stitch. You fold it this other way is as well. I just hope you are seeing what I'm doing. Fold it this other way as well. Then you stitch. Then you fold it the bottom as well. Then you stitch. then you fold it this other side, the last side, then you stitch. So you are just giving it a four corner stitch. I just hope you get what I am saying. So you're giving it a four corner stitch. Then the other part of the magnetic gum is the one that you are going to be putting on the pockets, the back pocket. So you are going to get the middle of the back pockets. Yes, this part. You're going to get the middle of the back pocket and you are going to be sewing it on the middle of the back pocket. So this is just me trying to get the middle of the back pocket. I am just going to be using my pencil to draw a straight line so that I will not make a mistake when I am sewing it. So then you just put it like this, overlay it like this, then you go ahead and sew it four corner. So after you're done sewing, this is what it should look like. You see, this is what it should look like. Now the next thing you're going to go ahead and do now is to now um put it on the back of the bag. So you raise the handle up. Please don't sew it while the handle is down. So raise the handle up, then you arrange it nicely, making sure it is exactly the way it will be when you sew it. Then you put it this way, adjust it so that it will be adjacent to each other, then you go and stitch. So I'm doing it again so that it will be perfect. If not, the pocket will be bent and the back of the bag will be bent and the magnetic will be bent. Everywhere will just scatter. So when you are sewing exactly on the fabric. You are sewing exactly on the fabric. Make sure you stitch it multiple times so that when the person is opening and closing it multiple times, it will not fall up. So when you are done, this is what it looks like. Now, the next thing you're going to go ahead and do now is to now sew the pocket to the back of the bag. So you just give it straight stitches. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. You cover the bottom as well so that when you are sewing the back to the body of the bag, it will not move around. I just hope you understand what I'm saying. So when I was done sewing, this is what it looks like, and that is like basically everything about this tutorial, guys. Simple, right? Yes, I know. So like I said before, I'm going to put the link of how to achieve the front and the bottom of the bag in the description box so that you'll be able to watch it and you'll be able to make that gorgeous bag for that client who needs it. And make sure you charge a lot of money. I recommend it. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you understand, and I hope you make something like this, and you also tag me and say, "Hey Blinks, I made it." So thank you guys for tuning into the channel once again. I love you guys. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to say something nice in the comment section. See you guys in my next tutorial.